Hello, hello! Welcome back to Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. My name is Decapitated, otherwise known as the Soulja Boy console enjoyer. And today we're going to be tackling the Azure Gleam route, where we're going to be taking on Chapter 16, trying to find some other ways to say start instead of like start the Azure Gleam route or continue the Azure Gleam route. We kind of want to keep that vocabulary from repeating, right? So we got to keep on changing what synonyms you use, right? Anyway, let's continue on. Azure Gleam, Part 2, Chapter 16. Let's go. This is going to be very similar to the last episode. I really should have done these not in order.
Gleam. Into the chasm.
Into the chasm.
Where am I?
Let's hold off on the weapons for now, okay? Probably best you don't move at all, actually.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
What are you doing here, Claude? Glad to see you're okay, at least.
Not sure okay is the word I'd go with. Dimitri and I got sucked into some weird magic vortex.
Yeah, it tends to be a little weird.
One of your making, I can only presume.
Mine?
When we came to, we were sprawled on the ground here. Charming place, if you ask me.
I take it you don't remember what happened. You changed, attempted to strike
Well, I don't
us.
remember most things, so.
We were thankfully able to subdue you, at least temporarily. But you came to and fled not long after. You were, by all accounts, a different person entirely.
Oh, sorry, I just get a little ornery on my period. You know, okay, we're gonna stop.
I guess that kinda rings a bell. The last thing I remember is Arval telling me to slay the Ashen Demon. At least, I think it was Arval.
Arval?
Orphan.
The voice in my head. We've known each other for a few years now.
I think this bitch is crazy.
Huh.
Sounds pretty out there, right? This is why I never mentioned it.
And you claim this Arval suddenly decided to turn on you.
Is this Arval in the room with us now?
I know how it sounds, but yeah. There are two things I can say for sure. The first is that Arval's magic is what dragged us all in here. And the second is that there's no one in my head anymore.
What? How can you be sure?
Because I don't feel them.
I'm not crazy
least
anymore.
not in my
Don't I look
mind.
not crazy?
Arval's somewhere else now. Somewhere
With this
distant.
weird hair flap over my eye?
Well, that's vague. How are we supposed to make heads or tails of any of this?
At the
I guess-
very least, I believe your account well enough to say you are no longer a threat to us.
Well, I guess that's the best we can do. Thanks,
Right.
Dimitri.
We can save all that metaphysics stuff for some other time. Anyhow, you wouldn't happen to know a way out of this dark, void place, would you?
About that. I know I said distant, but Arval's definitely here with us somewhere.
Okay, it is a little bit different how
If
the
we can
dialogue
find
goes.
them and figure out what magic they used on us, we might just be able to escape.
You sure are optimistic for someone who's surrounded by horrible nothingness.
Yes,
Isn't
I
as though
am.
we have any alternatives.
Yeah.
We should take a look around. Perhaps we can learn more about this place in the process.
Dimitri? Where are you going?
He's gonna go kill.
So you were dragged in here as well, Edelgard. Are you all right?
No?
What are you doing here? Where am I?
Well, clearly you're still on a
Not
Zoom
sure
call.
ourselves. But we have no intention of fighting you. Know that.
We? Who else is here with you?
Why'd you run off like that, Dimitri?
Oh, just the
Did you notice
1976
something?
Lakers.
Wait, Edelgard?
It seems much has transpired without my knowledge.
Yeah, I don't think
I don't-
any of us really know
Were the
what's
Lakers a
going
thing
on.
in 1976?
By the way,
They
Edelgard,
were, right? I'm not crazy.
you look pretty different from the last time I saw you. Did something happen to you?
The last time. When was that? It seems I have a fair number of gaps in my memory. The most recent thing I can
Yes.
remember is Aryan Road. You and I were squaring off, Dimitri, when Talus appeared and cast some dark magic on me.
Unfortunately, I rolled very low
was
on my
over
avoid.
6 moons ago. If Viscount
Months.
Fenya's word is anything to go by, you've been serving as Duke Ayer's puppet ever since. Not only that, but Duke Ayer himself was under the nefarious control of Talus.
6 months. And tell me, what of the Empire? I can't believe I have to direct such a question to you two, of all people.
Adrestia changed big time after the battle at Aryan Road against the Kingdom. Your lands have been ravaged.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the 1976 Lakers, I'm gonna be honest.
Lester and Fargus
By the way,
struck
Kareem
hands
Abdul-Jabbar
to
was
put
there,
an end
so,
to the Empire's
yeah.
brutality.
That is a player I recognized.
You're actually catching us right in the middle of the climactic fight.
After we routed
wow.
the Imperial Army in the Valley of Torment, you fled, escaping with Duke Ayer. Once we put an end to him, we turned our gaze toward finding you. We're caught up in some bizarre magic which brought us here.
Thanks for the recap, Dimitri.
That was all rather painful to hear, but I thank you for the explanation. I'm not sure how exactly Talus is manipulating me, but he is clearly doing so to steer the Empire toward his own desires.
By the way, we have no idea what
In
Hubert
the
or
past, he
Ferdinand
took over the
or
body of my
Monica
uncle,
is.
Lord Arundel,
So-
and snatched the reins of Adrestia as its regent. Meaning history is repeating itself in the grandest, most vile way.
So it's true then. Lord Arundel was actually Talus.
You've got to help us get out of
All
here,
this
Edelgard.
these nuts? Maybe, I don't know.
I would be glad to, once you inform me further about the current state of Fodlan.
Edelgard, that can wait.
I've been, in essence, asleep the last half a year, remember?
Yes. I suppose we can afford a short break, to bring you up to speed before we resume our search.
How much do you think we could lie to her, like, realistically? Before it would be, like, terrible. I don't know what I'm talking about. Zahras. Temporarily parted ways with everyone but Dimitri. There's out of an exit. I wonder if the others have found anything. Look at this.
Huh?
What is this thing? I'm sensing some kind of weird power coming from it.
I wonder...
That could possibly aid our escape. We need to take advantage of anything at our disposal. In Zaharas, you can interact with mysterious distortions to make use of all facility functions. I like how it says mysterious distortions, like plural, as if there isn't just one in the game. This one in the game. Whatever. It's silly anyway. I mean, I guess I could do like my convoy stuff while I'm here, so I don't have to do it later. Let's see. Let's just switch with Mercurius. Let's grab Mercurius. Let's grab probably some sort of. I'm gonna grab like a monstrous strength ring on her, and then I don't know, like punch, so I can kill Arvel as fast as possible. I guess dancers, right? I guess are the dancers like here? I mean, it works, right? But you know, whatever. Hold on, and then I'm gonna give you an axe battalion actually, because I know it's coming. Give you the Dusker soldiers. Ridbar is fine, and let's give him the Aegis shield, just as a little bit of a funny. Okay. That'll be all we need to do. We can do the rest of that later. Let's go talk to... let's talk to Dimitri last. Hey, Claude.
Oh boy.
We're not going to be stuck here for the rest of our lives, are we? There's no way I could have seen this coming. I would have actually prepared for it if I had. Ask how we would have prepared. Admit you may never escape.
Huh?
What would you have done? Cooked up another scheme? Because you were like a little schemer?
Well, I'm stumped.
Why'd you jump to that conclusion? Nice to know you have such faith in me. I was just worried about how my friends were doing after my little disappearing act. On the bright side, I'm trapped with the most stubborn people on the planet. I'm sure we can get through this if we work together. Uh-oh. I wonder what Dimitri and Edelgard are talking about. Oh, probably taxes.
Enough with the searching glances, Dimitri. Say what you're going to say.
Is he gonna ask her the thing, finally?
I was just thinking that I find it difficult to speak with you. Even now that we have the opportunity to exchange words peaceably. Too many have died for us to suddenly have meaningful heart-to-heart conversation.
Oh,
They just
that's
waved
not
it.
how I feel. Unless you mean you don't wish to speak with the tyrant you consider responsible for their deaths. In which
True.
case, let's just believe what we believe.
Did I skip a...
accept that our paths have diverged, and see this through to the very end.
Okay, I did not skip one.
You're placing
dropped my
words
controller.
in my mouth. Still, I suppose that does cut to the heart of the matter.
What other things would you like
I
to
will
place
not
in your mouth,
claim that
Dimitri?
all my choices were right, but I accept responsibility for them. I made them carefully and with full knowledge of the consequences.
Go off, King.
And I'd like to think I can say the same. But this is unproductive. We need to get out of here.
Fair enough. But first, answer me this. Do you know what became of your mother and Selma?
Why would I?
Someone told me that you would know how she met her end. Although I suspect that was nothing more than the dying ravings of a madwoman.
I want to have dying
I haven't seen my mother since I was a child.
I want to have dying ravings when I die, or like ravings of a madman. That's when I want my last words to be described as. I think that sounds pretty cool.
It would have been right before she was exiled. You would know what happened better than I.
I suppose so. Regardless, thank you for answering.
One more thing.
Now, shall we get back
Is he
to
not
finding
gonna
our way
ask
out?
her, like, hey, does she remember her childhood?
Please, we can't resolve anything so long as we're trapped in this.
That was quite the tremor.
Whatever this place is, I find myself liking it less by the moment.
Can you stand?
Aw. Well, now I know
Yes,
what I'm gonna
and-
use. What I'm gonna use for the thumbnail.
Perhaps we can put our differences aside, if only for the moment. Hostilities will do us no good here.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I can agree to that. You know, I just remembered something from back when I was but a child. I had fallen to the ground and was met with a kind hand reaching out to help me up. I took it without thinking, without even looking first to see who it was. I suppose that shows you how much I've grown.
That's pretty cringe, Edelgard.
Dimitri, what is it?
I have a similar memory. One of helping a little girl who had fallen in the dirt.
Knowing you, such occurrences would have been commonplace in your youth.
Yeah, it's probably Ingrid.
Don't try
Or
to imply
Felix.
we share a memory.
No, I rarely forget an important face. Often to my own woe, I might add.
Enough. Let us end this before we both make greater fools of ourselves. We need to escape. That's our only priority.
Only.
Not that the world outside will be any kinder to me than the one in here.
Edelgard,
Edelgard.
What are you doing? You should know I won't hesitate to leave you behind.
You're hesitating right now.
Indeed. I'm coming, Elle.
Fat L. Oh, that was cute. What am I saying? That was cute. Anyway. To be honest, I find it hard to believe any of your claims. Not that I can do much about it. I have no idea where we are. Ask for her cooperation. Consider her feelings. I would never do that.
What do you think?
I understand how you feel, but we need your help. None of us know where we are, honest.
Yes.
Very well. I am used to my life being subject to someone else's will anyway. Anyway, this conversation might be very similar to the one that I have on Golden Deer, but I can't imagine it's the same, or Golden Wildfire, excuse me. But I can't imagine it's all the same. Seems like Dimitri and Claude are in the middle of some kind of discussion. Discussion.
What do you hope to accomplish once this war is over, Claude?
Why? Where to have some nasty plot up my sleeve? Well, I don't. Although I doubt you're gonna like what I do have planned. I'm just gonna come out and say it. After the war, I'm going to abolish the Central Church and depose the Archbishop.
Ooh. Yeah, this is slightly
The
different.
people of Fodlan have been shackled by this
It's
decrepit
similar,
system
but it's
for
slightly
too long,
different, so
and I'm ending it.
makes sense.
You're going to do away with the church?
It would have been really awkward if they had tried to if they had tried to cram like the same support conversation in every route. This is cool though.
That's right. Think about it. Who steals your freedom and gives you an endless list of duties and obligations simply because you have a crest? Who forces you and your friends into a bunch of unwanted marriages and positions of power?
Okay, I lost audio there for a second. Like the audio cut out for me when he said marriages, so it sounded like he said he says itches. So sorry, I'm still getting used to this bleep button. I don't know how it works, to be honest.
The church even forbids any official contact with outside regions.
You, Claude. Uh-oh.
Not exactly great for Fargus, right? Being as close to Serang and Albinia as you are.
I need to look up who Albania is.
But to
Yeah,
be clear,
this part is the same.
your issue is with the church, yes? Not with Fargus itself?
Exactly. We have nothing to gain by fighting you.
Albinia is a continent to the northwest of Fodlan. Albinia is an intensely frigid land home to rare species of flora and fauna. As the climate is prohibitively cold for agriculture, the population of Albinia is extremely small. Albinia could be named for Albion, the oldest known name of Great Britain, or Alebion, a son of Poseidon who attacked Heracles. Okay.
And really, our enemy isn't the actual church so much as the people at the top who make all the decisions.
I understand where you're
Stinky
coming from,
Rhea.
Claude. And on a personal level, I actually agree with you.
Oh.
But as a king, you're opposed.
Yeah, this is the same.
Yes, for 3 reasons. First, abolishing the church would deny the king's right to rule Fargus.
I wanna woo.
Without one, the people will descend into chaos and war. Would you be able to take responsibility for such a thing once it came to pass?
I would never take responsibility.
Second, recklessly discarding the church will only incite discord among the clergy and its supporters.
Sorry, I smacked the microphone a couple
And
times there.
finally, a revolution of this nature will not only mean casualties among the common folk, but will endanger your own life as well.
It's gonna happen again on the
Leaving
other route,
the
isn't it?
first two for a second. I have some serious issues with that last one. I'm glad you're concerned for my safety, but I can take care of myself.
Ooh.
But don't you see? The people you wish to depose are human, just as you are.
Rhea's not human. She's a
No
lizard
matter
lady.
what ingenious scheme you come up with, or how careful you try to be, they will suffer. And their vengeance will eventually find you, no matter how hard you try to stave it off. I know full well the guilt that accompanies such actions, and the retribution they provoke.
Everyone has to deal with the consequences of their decisions. If you let it rule you, Fodlan never changes. And if it doesn't change, it'll just fall apart.
But not taking the time to look where you're going will only lead you to stumble and fall. And if there are those who would be hurt by this, I consider it my duty to help them.
Sorry, I'm just associating a little bit. What?
There you go, trying to save everyone again. You really are too good for me.
Woo.
To be honest, I'm jealous of how you're not burdened with the same restrictions.
In the world I'm trying to create, you wouldn't be burdened by them either. You could even...
Be my husband. I said that
No,
last time.
forget that. I'm serious about what I said, though. And I really do admire how you want to save everyone.
I'm just waiting for this, a
Honestly,
movie
if
end.
you weren't a king, I think we could have been friends.
I feel much the same.
Yes, this is good. 100%
Had I
same.
joined with you,
After
I
that
might
last
have been
first
able
part.
to see a different
last
vision of
first part.
Fodlan.
Okay. Well, thank you, Adegard, for letting me look at that conversation. But anyway, over here. I'm glad you're all right.
I hope you're well.
I have not the faintest idea what is going on, but I am glad to see you are all right. You are not injured or afflicted in any way, are you? Let me know immediately if you feel unwell. Say you're fine. What are you about, Dimitri?
Let's see.
No, I'm fine now. I don't think I'm gonna attack you again. Probably. Do not worry. I trust you. I am here for you no matter what. Now, let us search the surrounding area. We must find out what we can about our current situation. Okay. So you don't get the other conversation. Okay, you don't get the conversation between the other two lords you didn't choose. You only get the conversation between the one you chose and the other two. Okay. Never mind. Expect mysterious distortion. Let's go. Let's in black. I've been playing some Elden Ring recently. I've been using a randomizer mod that randomizes enemies, and I've also been using a mod that changes the loot drops to be Diablo style, so that like enemies now drop like random loot that's like can be like from common to like mythical or god slaying tier, and like they can be really powerful, and they can also be like they're all completely randomly generated loot. And I've got some crazy stuff right now, like a spear that does magic damage. Wow, that's nuts. Anyway, but the enemy randomizer is crazy. Like dragons will just be spawning out of thin air. It's really fun. Anyway, it's made some of the boss encounters that are supposed to be hard pretty easy. Please press that button. Thank you.
Let's try over that way, maybe?
Good idea. It seems different from the rest of the void.
Is this cutscene the same as well?
Look out!
Mostly. I think Dimitri's talking more.
So it failed. Has my skill degraded that sharply
Teleport's
over
behind
the
you.
years?
Nothing personnel, kid.
Arval.
I have been searching for you. And look what you brought me. The three who fancy themselves sovereigns, ruling over that abomination's wretched spawn.
Hey! We're not wretched.
What unexpected luck. I do hope you are all prepared to face death this day.
So you're Arval, huh? Sorry, but I can't say dying here sounds all that appealing.
Gotta be
What we'd
honest,
really like is for you to
you
lift
are
this
really
weird
like
sorcery of yours and send
underpowered.
us home.
Oh, I do not think that will be happening. But even if I desired to accede to your wishes, the great forbidden spell of Zaharas is a one-way journey.
That's a lie.
None can escape this eternal darkness.
That's a lie. Also, Eternal Darkness
Are you
reference.
certain?
Nice.
Would killing you not accomplish the
I
task?
keep repeating myself. I really shouldn't watch these cutscenes
Something
multiple times.
tells me they wouldn't lay this trap, only to suffer the same fate as us. If this being can free themselves from this void, it stands to reason that so too can we.
Unfortunately, we had to
Then
sacrifice
try
several
cutting me
orphans
down if
to
you
do so.
like. Sadly, what you see before you is but an illusion. I have a task to fulfill, and once it is accomplished, I shall leave this place alone.
That's
Arval,
kinda
wait!
sad.
What task are you talking about? Why did you use me? And what are you trying to do here?
Ah, but you are mistaken. I am not Arval. My name is Epimenides, an ordinary man who vowed to kill the beast which set the earth ablaze.
Focus?
Do you not comprehend my purpose? I must save this world and its true people.
You know,
That is why I chose to pass my consciousness down through the ages.
how?
And you are the vessel for that consciousness.
Maybe via time travel? I don't know.
What does that mean?
I do like lore being a little bit vague and like muddy. Like, I mean, of course, like Dark Souls and Elden Ring and like the Soul series are some of my favorite games of all time. But still, I think if the writing's got to be like good, right? And, well, something tells me that Fire Emblem dialogue writing is never going to be, well, good. But you know. Okay, let's just get started. We already set it up earlier. We're good. We're 25 minutes in already, so.
But I do know whoever that is needs to be.
Oh, I forgot to set up my
And how
stuff.
far are you willing to go?
I have Shadowblade and Darkspike's Tea on this one as well. I don't know why I did that.
To reach me?
There's time. hi, Hubert. Oh, hey, to do. Oh, hey, Hilda. How are you? Okay, that's 2 axe units and a goober unit. Oh my god, he's weak to all of them. Dimitri, just follow me around. Can everybody just follow me around, please? I'm just gonna kill them. I'm just gonna take them all out.
Help me out.
Help me out. Ah.
Hubert?
We did get some good.
It must be a double.
If so, it's completely indistinguishable from the real thing.
I don't know. He's kind of glowing, like he has some darkness powers.
The Emperor is before you. Deal the killing blow.
I keep forgetting like how this samurai classes work, or the mercenary classes work. Like there's like a combos you can do with them.
The enemy. He's right where you want him.
Bye bye.
Why are you... No. This is a deception. The man I know would never raise a weapon.
He's a fucking simp.
You would drench your hands in the blood of friends to get what you want. I should have expected no less from the children of beasts.
Are we actually like Rhea descended from Rhea, or what? That's kind of weird, or whatever.
Their screams are so real.
Claude, no! Don't do
Claude!
this. I can't believe you would hurt me.
This is harder than I thought. I mean, how do we know for sure they're not real?
Yeah, you get to add like an element to that attack when you do that. And you gotta hold the button when you do the special. I keep forgetting to do it. Yeah, I'm just being dumb. Oops, wrong button. I wanted to do the other one. There you go. Hi, Hilda. Defeat Phantom Hubert and the other Phantoms. You think the dude would be listed on there, but yeah, I want to get some kills real quick.
But steel yourselves. Don't know who we'll confront next.
Are we being warped away? No. Space itself is distorting around us.
Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna do this, of course. Everyone, just like... Let's go protect. Oh, they still have their orders. Weird.
This place is so twisted you can't even tell where you are.
Holy shit, he meant...
Aren't you sad for your comrades, murderers? There it is. There is your rage.
There's Edelgard, there's Dimitri, and there's... What? Uh-oh. Okay,
We will proceed as planned.
yeah, you can go fight.
We must
Go fight him.
perform to the best of...
Not a
I'll
problem.
go help out Edelgard, fight
I've
her
got this.
boss.
Here I go.
And then Claude,
They
go
must
actually
learn
just
who they're
go
up
fight
against.
your...
Let's try this.
Right, as soon as he gets over there, I'll
See how
fight him.
this goes.
I'll twitch to Claude so he doesn't, like, die. Accidentally.
Take a breather.
I
Accidentally.
can spot one fake, but how do I tell which Edelgard and Dimitri are on my side?
Perhaps each of us should take on their own double to prevent confusion.
Do you think one of them got away? Like, one of the doubles got in? Yeah, you gotta do that. If you see that last slash that she did, that's only if you hold the button. I didn't figure that out until I actually read the tutorial.
The real world.
Is that why Edelgard is returned to normal? Some trick of the darkness?
Just imagine how much easier our task will be with the two of us.
No problem, I got it.
Oh, I forgot to switch.
Yes, but I'm sad to say I failed to trust even myself.
Let me do Wing God.
I can't say it's pleasant watching my own death.
Why are you helping the Emperor, wretch? If you mourn your friends, avenge them. It's a blessing I get to face you.
What does he have, by the way? He probably has fail not. Yeah, he's fail not.
To end.
Stop playing the kind soul.
Uh-oh.
Everything we've ever wanted is before us, right for the
Fallen Star!
If you're really
Wrong
new,
one.
you already know why I'm doing this. I don't like leaving my fate up to luck.
Yep.
Too easy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, don't get hit by that.
Your presence alone gives our soldiers the courage to fight on.
Get him. Get him, Claude. Get him. There we go. Okay, let me go blast Dimitri real quick. Or blast the Phantom Dimitri real quick with this special. And then we'll switch back. Fucking, come on, dude.
Take your final bow.
I fucking missed. There we go. At least I hit him with that last fire.
We must strive to perform to the... We must... I shall take the lead.
Okay. Damn it, I missed it. Porcelain! I don't even know what that means. There we go. Holy crap, he's not taking any damage. God damn it.
Is that it?
Tempest Axe. At least Edelgard's doing some damage. I hit him again. Wonder how much money that gives me. Damn it, I missed. You gotta be kidding me. I didn't want to miss. Claude, stop hitting him out of range. There we go. Uh-oh. This is pretty nice fan service, I guess, but it's a little silly. Like the whole situation's really silly and contrived. If you want my opinion, I think it's a little contrived. I hope whoever wrote this got fired. Just kidding, I really don't. I hope whoever wrote Three Houses gets to write another game because engages them any better. And I think the scenario writer's different, so. There we go. How much time do I have? Oh, not much, unfortunately. I think I'm done.
Thank our adversary for letting me experience that.
I don't think I'm gonna get the S rank, unfortunately.
That's the last of the illusions.
Yeah, I think I'm a little slow.
So it would seem.
At least now we're certain they're not real. We can cut them down without mercy.
Claude, stop blocking my dialogue.
Please tell me we're gonna find that guy this time.
Right.
Okay.
Let's get searching.
My turn?
Oh, but you four are a marvel. To think you
I actually don't like Marvel that much. Sorry, Marvel. I know you always wanted to go see those new Marvel flick, but you know, I was never much into them. Epimenides.
Now have the grace to lay down your lives and let the world you've torn apart heal.
Sounded like you said eel, but you know, my audio isn't great, so what do I know? Okay, let's just fucking kill him.
There
Oh my
you
god, I barely did any damage.
partner in destiny.
Can you guys, like, help me, please? Instead of, like, dawdling over there, doing whatever.
And even if you were,
Might as
I
well.
expect you all the same.
Okay, I'm definitely not getting an S rank on this. What the fuck?
Destroying me will achieve nothing, for you will all still be trapped in this place.
I don't remember. Is he specifically a Grimoire class? What class is he? A Vesta. That's not a class I could choose.
Unfortunate, but you are forcing my hand.
Okay, what Lila is gonna appear? Kez and Felix showed up. Okay. Well, I know who I'm gonna
We
do.
must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Protect Dimitri.
I've awaited this moment. So even our mercenary friend.
I've always wanted to do this, Felix. Yeah.
This is going to take all of us. Time to put our differences aside.
Why does it have to be you? I don't want to fight you.
Why?
Not often a gal gets to fight herself. I think I'm gonna
Uh oh,
enjoy
that's the
this.
Phantom said that.
Okay, I hate this. It even thinks like me.
I mean, Arvel knows you best, so I guess like that kind of fits. Do this again.
Witness to my might.
There goes Felix. I'm not gonna even look at the time. I don't care. It'll make me cringe. There we go. I definitely got the kill count. It'll make me shid and fard. Unfortunately.
It seems I am forced to do this myself. So be it. Come at me if you dare.
Our adversary has finally run out of tricks. Time to finish this.
Fucking finally, dude.
Let's make the most of this.
Not yet.
Oh, I should have done a combined. I should have done a combined one. It's fine.
Dimitri, we can win this.
Nothing I do is enough. How much more must I sacrifice?
Out of the way.
Yeah, see that little last slash she did? That's if you hold the button. I just never figured it out because I'm dumb and don't read tutorials for classes. Bye bye. Okay, I don't know if I don't think I got the S rank there. I think I took way too much time, but it might be, maybe.
It isn't over.
If I did, it's like right on the wire. Let's watch this cool cutscene.
Be gone with you. The cycle of this world must be protected.
Sonic noises. Again, this cutscene's pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
You fool! Why must you resist me so?
You know my reason. The tomorrow we're fighting for. The choice is ours to make.
Okay, well, I mean, the reasoning was dumb. I mean, they just kind of want to get out of Cal, right? So, and don't want to die.
Just how strong you've become.
Arval.
You have grown more than I ever thought possible. And yet... I've never felt more alone.
Sorry, it hits me different every time. Now I got the special sword. My sword's even more powerful because Arval died. So, so you know, you win some, you lose some. As I always say. Fuck. Yes!
What the fuck were they thinking?
Yes! Anyway, it's fine. Yeah, the time's really gonna be constrained. I kind of, it was like 40 seconds off. That's not that close, all things considered.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. Anyway, are they gonna get the S rank here? Yeah, 48. We're almost the same class XP. Haze Slice and Light Strike. We got a Brave Taunt Bow with better range, and then Protein. Oh, you get this anyway. I thought this was the S rank reward. Must be something else. Or there might not be one. Okay. Huh. Well, maybe it won't matter. Going back and giving that S rank. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Looks like we made it out in one piece.
Should I make a One Piece joke again? Probably not.
Are you sure about that? I still have no idea what's going on.
Yes, it all felt like a strange fever dream. Whatever was that place? It seems we've lost sight of Edelgard as well.
Oh, that sneaky little anal guy.
Maybe she got back before we did and hightailed it out of here. I doubt she got far, though. The real question is, where would she go?
Garreg Mach.
Garreg Mach, surely.
Yeah.
She must seek to reconvene with the Imperial forces.
Great minds, Dimitri.
What do you want to do? Should we get back to the search? Or maybe we'd be better off regrouping with the others
Yeah, that's probably
first.
what you should have been doing in the first place.
The latter. We weren't gone long, but I worry for our friend's safety.
Yeah, without the anime protagonist
I
there,
should
they might
probably
actually
get
die.
back to my people, too. I don't want them going gray over little old me. But I'll see you both over at Garrick Mach. Oh, and feel free to clobber the Imperial Army without us if you get there first.
Very well. We will see you there, Claude.
Make sure not to betray us or anything sussy like that, Claude.
Lord Uncle.
Do not worry me so, Edelgard.
Uh-oh.
Come, let us handle everything for you. It has served us all exceedingly well so far.
Yes.
No, she's been taken over still. Maybe she really isn't taken over and is actually secretly plotting against him, just following his orders for now, until she gets the chance to stab in the back with a giant axe. Maybe. Or maybe she's like a 4-year-old brain again, which is weird, but whatever. Oh, mind control. Kaga still lives with us, even to this day. He hasn't made a game in the Fire Emblem series since '99, but boy, his influence can still be felt. Anyway, that's going to be it for this time. Thank you so much for watching. See ya!